Hi friends, we have a very important topic to discuss today, the journey from CCNA to CCI. And I'm going to show you a few very interesting slides that the company they should use. Suppose if they do not use those strategy and those things, then they will go in fall. You will understand while watching those slides. I will clearly mention you the success story and the failure story as well. Now this is the cartoon, and this is some of the pics from the networking world. So as a networking engineer, when you start, when you are L1 or you are in the operations, then your life is like a king. Then you start digging deep into the network technology, and then finally reaching till CCI, you'll become, like this situation. And now this is in terms of hard work, but if you see in terms of money, and I have shared one of the video already, I uploaded that the salary structure of CCI in India and abroad, and you'll find that the salary is exponential. Salary will increase like anything if you become CCI. If you have 2 CCI, 3 CCI, then your demand will be good. But now things are changing actually. So if you compare the salary of CCI 5 year back, and now if you compare the salary of the engineer, or salary of other IT professionals, like someone is doing cloud, someone is doing automation, DevOps, etc., you will find that there is change. Why there is change? Because there is change in the strategy for companies as well. So try to understand the change. What change is there? Now, first of all, I always tell this thing that you should have the T-shaped skill. That means in one core area, you are the expert. No one can touch you. But in other fields also, you should have the knowledge. So what I'm telling here is that this is important that you have CCNP level knowledge in other areas, like you are good in security, you are good in data center, you are good in routing, switching, etc. Means you are through the platform, you're good. And in one area, you have done your CCI. So if you have one CCI, for example, if you have CCI in data center, you are very good in data center technologies, like how Nexus switch is working, the storage switches are working, the compute, the overall fabric, how the extension of DC, security, virtualization, those things you are very much good and comfortable. Correct. Now this is surprising, but now companies, they are looking for, or they are giving much more preference. So CCNP, I'll give him higher, one CCI, and that's the fact of the market today. So companies, they are looking for T-shaped, or maybe if it is not flat T, but still if it is like this type of shape. I don't know what shape is this. This is the rectangle. So rectangular type of shape knowledge they want. That means they want CCNP level of knowledge. If we have in different area, I'll write 1, 2, 3. At least in 3 different areas, you have CCNP is like network professional. That will be greater than CCI in one area. That's the common norm nowadays. So if you're preparing for CCI, you do your preparation, get the certification. I have 2. You also go and do it, but in terms of job, in terms of salary, if you want quick enhancement, if you want quick salary growth, then you can easily go and do 3 CCNP. Correct? Choose your areas. First of all, routing, switching, data center, and security. These 3 core areas, if you do your CCNP, obviously you will get the attention from the from various companies. Correct. Now I'll show you the important slide. So what is happening nowadays, that you will see, and why this is very important. This is not that we are in even 2000, or maybe 2010 also. That also we can compare. So 2010, and if you check the technology in 2020, like only a 10-year span, what is happening? Now every year some technology, we have major changes. That means that you have to go and learn the new things every year. Now this frequency was 5 year. So after every 5 year, there was some major change in the technology. And this is true for software. This is true for hardware networking as well. Why? Because in network now you have software defined network. So you will see every year or maybe every 1.5 year, you have to learn major things. You can see now in Cisco, you have to learn SD-WAN, ACI, both are SDN platform. Then DNA is coming. DNA is already, so many companies, they are using DNA digital network architecture. Correct. So be ready. And suppose if you're looking for this type of knowledge, it's impossible, correct? That you can't have expert level. You can't make multiple T's. It's impossible. It will take 15, 20 of 15, 20 years. It's not possible, correct? It's possible, but it's difficult and it's time consuming. And the moment you're studying your CCI, preparing your CCI for 1-2 year, again, major change in the industry, major change in the technology, then what you will do? So someone was preparing for routing and switching, suddenly the certification got changed to CCI Enterprise. And in CCI Enterprise, you have DNA, you have SD-WAN, you have so many new things. You have automation, scripting, etc. Correct? So be focused. What you are studying, you are studying, and all of sudden things will get changed. So be ready for the change. That's one key thing. And finally, talent is critical. Talent is a key. So that was the thing that I was telling earlier in my video, in the starting of my video, that companies, they are looking for talented engineers. And what's the reason? So as per the study, let me show you, the study is telling that if a company having talented people, you can see that 33% people are talented, that has more successful than a company has 29 or less than 29% of talented people. So the success story, how it is building, and again, this is from different studies and surveys, this particular chart and graph. So success story is measured. How it is measured? It is measured with 3 pillars: technology, people, and process. You should have process. Most of the companies, they have process, correct? And you can see that the successful companies, they have 26% process with compared to the companies they are failing. Again, you know, the term like micromanagement type of thing. So big company, they don't have such much of that much of micromanagement, who is doing what, who is logging at what time, etc., etc. You know, all these things. And big companies, they are giving the task. So they have the trust on the employees. They are giving the task to the employees, and they are assuming that they will complete within the time. That's the key here. So if you have talented employee, obviously they will do it. If you don't have, it will not get completed. So either it's a IT model or business model, you can see the success. And this is very, very important, the study we have. And finally, you can see that early developing and maturing. So the matured company, like from 5 or 10 years from now, they will put so much emphasis on the over the technology. Still, they will give emphasis over the people, talented employees. And then finally, you can see that process. So process will get decrease, talented people will come, they will do the collaboration. Obviously, they can use SDN, automation, scripting, all those things they will use, because you can see talented people, they are using the technology better than the those type of engineers who have less certification, or they have you know, and they have somewhat less certification, they have somewhat less experience, etc. So if company is spending money to hire talented people, that is a core. So apart from technology, investment over the people is also important. And that's why all the time we are seeing that CCI, people are hiring CCI, or now 3 into CCNP. For me, it's not equivalent, but again, CCI, you have golden number, CCNP you don't have. But in terms of knowledge, in terms of experience, if someone has done 3 into CCNP, then they are also as good as CCI as well, correct? Because they have diversified knowledge area. Great, guys. So I hope that you understand and you will get some gain that in which direction we should go and enhance our career. All right, so let me stop here. Thanks for watching.